Hi guys, this is Michelle with Sister Locks Unlocked. This is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So 3 days after I did my retwist, and I said in the other video that I was gonna do it and not walk around with the dookie braids for weeks and weeks. So I did take it down. I actually wore it to a party, so I'll add some videos to show how it looked in. One of the questions that someone asked is, have I noticed thinning? I have not. I actually been watching to see if they get thicker. And the only ones I've seen get thicker are these two right here. And it's basically because I've added my my edges to it, if that makes sense. I used to try to like brush down the baby edges. My family has like this triangle, this hereditary triangle piece right here. So I was brushing up all the edges and baby laying them down. And when I started palm rolling, I just made the choice to include them into the lock. So these two look like they're getting bigger. But the rest of them, and of course the ones over here too, where the baby hair as well as I incorporated the locks. But as you can see, they're not that like it's getting bigger or thicker. But the rest of them, they're the same length, same size. I actually started adding some jewelry to my hair. I told you guys that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do palm rolling, because I was putting in jewelry and having to take it out every month. So take it down. They have it unraveled. I, of course, did not go swimming because I didn't want them to completely unravel. But I started adding some jewelry to it. Can you guys see them? They're still twisted. My next video, I'm gonna show you guys the back of my hair a little bit better. My hair grows out of my locks, so this right here was a task, like actually getting them things right. It was like an afro back there. But a little bit about the jewelry I chose to use. I actually chose crimp beads from Michaels, and the reason why I can you see them? It's like a little 3-set. I don't want to spill everywhere. But it says crimp beads and something in a different language, y'all. I got these. And then I did get this. It's like just a little bead thing you see at Michael's. And then you can put them on the end of your locks. I chose these over other hair jewelry because of a couple things. A year or two ago, I did put regular beads at the ends, like on my hair, and the oil and the shampooing turned the beads like this nasty, dingy looking color. And I ended up having to cut the beads out. Like, it just looked crazy. And these, the crimp beads, they're actually made for jewelry. So you know how you have the clasp right here? They kind of clasp at the end of jewelry. And so they're made for more wear and tear and different elements. And they're made to last longer. And they're lightweight. So I chose to go with those. Had to pay homage to my longest lock. As you can see, it's right there, showing up for you guys. My hair is almost where I wanted it to be. I only wanted that bra strap. And then I'm going to just be cutting it because I don't want it any longer than that. One thing I can tell you is that since my hair has gotten longer, I sleep on this side. So if I turn too quickly, I about pull out my whole first 3 rows of locks. So now I do sleep with a head wrap. That's something I didn't do around this time last year. They just getting too long. I find myself catching them in purse bags and bras and all that. And I don't want to be walking around here looking like George Jefferson. I will add a little bit more hair jewelry. But other than that, it's hanging. It's not unraveling. It doesn't hurt. It's lightweight. It's definitely growing. Because you know with interlocking, it's that shrinkage. Because you're like kind of just pretty much tying your hair in knots over and over again. And with palm rolling, you're giving a little appreciation to that new growth. So it's able to hang, and give it life. Sorry, I'm in a hurry. My nephew trying to maybe run up out of here and play basketball. But I wanted to answer the question of, I think it's EB the author. She was asking if there was any thinning. And I do pay attention to that because this part of my hair, like right where my tip of my fingers at right here, it's like a different texture. So when you do when I palm roll them, it looks thin, like you see this, but as it grows, it becomes uniform to the size of the lock. And that's another reason why I didn't want to put a whole lot of heavy jewelry on, because I have to remember that these still are micro locks. They little sensitive babies. Like this one is so small. Some of them are just so teeny, and that's just how she did them when she started my locks. Like there's one right here, Lord Christ of heaven. It's hanging on to a wing and a prayer. But it's been thin since kindergarten. It's just been hanging. But I'm just a lot more, gentle with it. And I don't palm roll just to be palm rolling. It's some of them that take a half rotation. Some of them that take, a couple of them. One thing I can tell you too is the middle of my hair, no matter how long my hair was. I did have a wrap when I was relaxed. That was probably as long as this. But the middle of my hair right here was always this long. And so I love that these are growing, because this never, no matter how long my hair is, I never had hair that was higher than these 4 fingers. That's actually how I used to measure it. And I would get it cut and trimmed and pray over it and put oil on it. That stuff never grew. So I know that my hair is much happier in this form. And I'm loving it, y'all. And I guess I'll show y'all when I'm done with these folks' little hair jewelry. But I'm gonna go to Michael's and see if they have different shapes of the crimp beads. I do like these because they're just small and simple. You just clamp them on your head, on your hair. It's one set at the top, it opens up and then kind of clamps over. The other one you kind of bead it through and then clamp it. That's a little bit more work. So I've been working with the one in the top, the little top square. Of course, if y'all have any questions, let me know. I'm out before he come and get me. Keep the questions coming. Stay engaged. Y'all know I'm gonna tell y'all if any hair falling out, anything like that right now. It's going well. It's easy. I went 3 months before I just twisted it. I won't do that again. I'll probably stick to 2 months, because that 3 months, I almost cut my hair off. It was just too much new growth. It was too much. And the locks are so small, you don't really want to go that long, because then you have the new growth that's kind of still new and weak, and you're just hanging, this hair doesn't seem heavy, but it's heavy to a thin lock that's just been retwisted. So that's all I got. Thanks for checking in. Got me a little piece of subscribers, 25 of them, child. I don't know what to do with myself. Child, YouTube might let me go live in a few days. Y'all take care, though. Have fun with your hair. It's hair. It's hair. As always, I ain't nobody's loctician, nobody's hairstylist. I ain't went to nobody's school. I just been doing hair for probably about more time than I've been alive. I don't know how to say that. But take care.